And I know you're watching Azzaro. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. We already have Azzaro's Wanted. We got the Most Wanted. We got the Most Wanted Parfum. What can you do next? America's Most Wanted? You know what? That's not a bad idea for a name. But if you do it, give me my money. Give me my check. Yo, man, I am about to be done with designer fragrances. Done. Completely done. Here's why. YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I cover fashion and fragrance on this channel. So if any of those things are something that you're interested in, I hope you won't mind hitting that little subscribe button down there, and make sure you hit the bell icon as well. That way when I upload new content on YouTube, you'll be one of the first people to get notified. So guys, you see the title of today's video, and I am serious when I tell you guys, I am almost at that point where I am about to be done with designer fragrances. Completely done. Now, the other day, I was talking to one of the guys that work over at Joma Shop, and he sent me a link telling me that the new YSLY EDP Intense fragrance was available on their website at a discounted price. And it stopped me in my tracks for a minute because I'm like, hold on a second. Is this a new YSLY fragrance? I did a little research and it came to my attention that this fragrance was actually released this year. And that got me to thinking. And I realized that, you know, it's almost the end of February and I don't have any new designer fragrances that will release this year. As a matter of fact, I haven't even heard about any new designer fragrances that have been released this year. I would think that somebody like myself that does fragrance reviews would have known about these fragrances, but I didn't. And it got me to thinking even more. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but last year I started to say that I was beginning to become a little bit disappointed, disheartened even with the designer fragrance brands, because they just were coming out with flanker after flanker after flanker after flanker after flanker. And to me, it was just a little bit lazy. And at this point in my fragrance journey, I really want to be inspired by something. And another flanker of a pre-existing fragrance that almost smells like the previous fragrance with a small twist just ain't gonna cut it for me no more. So, me being the reviewer that I am and wanting to bring you guys this great content and keep you informed about fragrances, it made me go and just kind of look up, hey, what designer fragrances have been released this year? Because I want to know. Maybe there's something that's come out this year in the first 2 months of the year that is different and inspiring. So I did it, guys. I did the research, all right? I did the research, and there are 10 major brands that have come out with new designer fragrances this year. I didn't even know. And here are the list of fragrances. Invictus Victory Elixir Flanker. Boss Bottle The Scent Magnetic Flanker. YSLY EDP Intense Flanker. Oh, wait a minute. You mean to tell me with all the YSLY fragrances that we already have, and this isn't even all of them, you guys felt like we needed another one? Hold on, wait a second. It's already taken me hours of research and spraying and testing to identify the small different nuances with these 4 that I have, and you thought we needed another one?
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Oh, wait a minute. Wouldn't YSLY EDP Intense be the same thing as the Parfum? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, let's just continue on with the list. Valentino Born in Roma Intense Flanker. Givenchy Gentleman Society Flanker. Armani Code EDT. Wait a minute, didn't this already come out before? Are we just getting the EDT? I don't know. But if it's brand new or not, Flanker. 1 Million Royal Flanker. Bulgari Man Rain. That's a, no, flanker. Polo Red Parfum. You know that's a flanker. Azzaro Chrome Parfum. That is a flanker. I mean, even Tom Ford got in on it this year because we already had Lost Cherry. Now we have Electric Cherry Boogaloo or something like that. And we got Smoked Cherry. Come on, man. Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. Really? Now, I don't know about any of you guys, but I am not inspired in the least bit by any of the fragrances that I read on this list. Well, maybe the 1 million flanker, the Royal. And that's just because the bottle. That bottle is sexy. It has a little red hint on there. Yeah. But that is about as best I can do, guys. One of those fragrances, like I said, inspires me. And that's just because of the way the bottle looks. But the fragrances themselves, uninspired. All, really 12 of these fragrances that I mentioned on this video today, I am not really inspired in the least bit to try any of these fragrances out. Now, here's the part where it gets a little bit tricky because as a fragrance reviewer, I kind of feel a responsibility to purchase some of these fragrances because I know a lot of you value my opinion on fragrances, obviously. So I kind of feel the responsibility to get these fragrances and sample them and give you guys my take on them. But honestly, for the most part, any of these that I purchased is just really going to be for you guys so that I can tell you what I think about them that may help to influence your buying decision, because ultimately, as I said, at the end of the day, I really don't have any interest in any of these fragrances. And I know you're watching Azzaro, don't you do it. Don't you do it. We already have Azzaro's Wanted. We got the Most Wanted. We got the Most Wanted Parfum. What can you do next? America's Most Wanted? You know what? That's not a bad idea for a name. But if you do it, give me my money, give me my check. But at the end of the day, guys, all I'm saying is when you are like myself and you already have several other previous flankers from a lot of these fragrances, you get to the point where you're not really inspired to buy another fragrance. Now, I heard that the new YSL Y Eau de Parfum Intense, all these are tongue twisters at this point, they took the apple note out of it and it's a little bit different. Miss me with that, man. Come up with something new, something innovative, a new fragrance, a new brand, a new bottle, a new name. Just give us something new. Listen, let me look into the camera. I know there's a designer fragrance brand out there that's going to do this for us this year. They're going to restore my faith in designer fragrances. Come on, somebody do it for me, please. Because I personally am losing hope with designer fragrance brands. I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but I am personally tired of flanker after flanker after flanker. I want something different. So how do you guys feel about this, man? I would love to hear from you down in the comment section. Are you guys tired of seeing flanker after flanker, or are you cool with it? You know, I don't know. This is just one man's opinion, but I would love to hear from you down in the comment section. But that's it, guys. That's my time, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. I know you guys don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to make sure you take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your main man, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.